Good morning, everyone. And this is a very unusual time for me to go live. So I understand if I might be talking to myself, but someone needs to hear this message. And so I'm going to give it to you because someone needs to hear this message. Okay? I will be, sorry about that. I will be going on a social media break. I have a live scheduled for tonight. And after that live, I will be taking a break for about a month, maybe two. So a lot of that is going to depend on what happens over that month if I stay out longer. But we're going to be going live tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. myself and Jay Nova. So I hopefully will get a chance to post that around noon, just as a reminder that I will be going live tonight with another coach and talking about a couple different things. But as of tomorrow, I will be on a social media break for a little while. I'm way past the time. I'm way past the time of when I would normally take a break. So I am beginning to feel that. I'm beginning to feel a little bit of burnout. And I usually like to address the burnout before I actually knock on its door. And I am way past that. So I will be going on a social media break. I will answer DMs from people requesting coaching sessions. But remember, you can always use my Pillar link. You can always use my Pillar link if you want to schedule a coaching session, if you want to schedule a personal request. You have my Pillar link at your disposal. So please use that Pillar link. I believe my email is in my bio. Feel free to email me. And you may also check out my videos on YouTube. I will be continuing to upload videos on YouTube. I just will not be here on Instagram or Facebook. I mean, I really won't be on YouTube like talking about, but I will upload some videos to YouTube. So I just wanted to shout out about that and let everybody know what's going on, as opposed to just disappearing and people are like, what happened? So today's topic is the long-term effects of the I don't need a man. This is going to be a very hard conversation. It's for the ladies. Gentlemen, if you want to jump in and make comments, but it is going to predominantly be for the ladies. And, some of y'all may push back. Some of y'all may not like it, but someone has got to speak on it. So it is this. We are always looking for shame or blame, right? We're always looking for someone to blame, especially when it comes to this gender war that we find ourselves in. So the men blame the women. They blame feminism. They blame City Girl and Hot Girl Summer. And, they blame the female rappers and the music. And they blame, the single mothers. Like, they love to blame somebody, right? On the other side of the fence, you have the women, and they want to blame. They want to blame the men. They want to blame porn. They want to blame men not having jobs, or men playing video games, or men, not getting college degrees, and men are not doing better than us, right? This thing is going to ping pong back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And here's what needs to happen. If we're ever going to get anywhere, nobody wants to talk about this. But number one, we have got to prioritize the needs of children. We've got to become adults, and we have to start prioritizing children. So it's not really about us, right? It's not about us. So this is me talking to you as a current therapist and as a former school teacher. I have lived my entire life serving children. Okay? Because once upon a time, Whitney Houston told us the children are our future. And, she might have been onto something, because look at what we have. Look at where we are. I look at Gen Z. I look at millennials. These were the children. Do you all know I have millennial students? So kids that I used to teach when I was in my 20s are now millennials. All of my students back then are millennials. And then my own children are Gen Z. We have got to grow up, and we've got to be adults, and we've got to think about children. That's no one talks about that. No one talks about how all of this nonsense is affecting children. Okay? So I'm here for once to advocate for children. And whether that child is born to a single mother, a two-parent household, a polyamorous household, however the child got here, the child is here. The child is here. It's a human being. It's a living being that needs love and care, and it needs to be taught values. It needs to be taught morals. It needs to be fed and clothed and educated. We're not talking enough about that. So that's what I'm here to talk about. And if I'm yelling, it's because I'm passionate. I'm passionate about this because it's the one topic that no one is talking about. When we talk about the culture and the music and the hookup culture and pornography and all this, no one is talking about how this affects children. And I'm sick of it. Like, I'm over it. So y'all just don't care? You just don't care about innocent children. This is where we are as a society? Where we do not. I mean, I don't like this world. I don't like this world. Jesus needs to return. Because when we stop seeing the weakest, most vulnerable, innocent people in our society, when we stop making them matter, I don't want to be in this world. But that's what we're doing. Don't nobody care about no kids. You got people, oh my God, you got grown men saying things like, don't nobody care about the single mom's kids. Don't nobody care about your little rugrat kids. Don't nobody care about your future felon kids. What? This is how we're talking about children? Because they're born to a single mother? And what's so insane is these same people talking like this were born to a single mother. Please make it make sense. It don't make sense. And it's cruel and it's hateful. It is despicable to talk about children because they're born to a single mother in such a way. It's despicable. And don't marry no single mother. Don't take care of her kids. Don't, no, that's her problem. She made the child all on her own by immaculate conception. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. It's sick. It's twisted. So, yeah, we as a society, we no longer consider children. And that's a sick place to be. We no longer care about or consider how our nonsense will affect children. Innocent, I can't take care of myself children. That is sick. That is twisted. Okay? But anyway, here's what I want women to understand. And whether they did it, whether their mother or grandmother did it, this is the reality. Okay? The I don't need a man, whether that was brought out of feminism, whether that was brought out of frustration, to me it doesn't matter where it came from, right? But we got to this place where I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I'm a strong, independent black woman, and those are the main people that are saying it, black women. But I don't need no man. I got my house, I got my car, I got my degree, I got my good job, and blah de blah, right? Those are the main people saying it. And ladies, I want you to hear me carefully. First of all, hear me very carefully. You think that statement is innocent, right? You see that statement as just an innocent, thing that you say. It is far from it. Far from just, a statement that you say. Far from it. All right? What it is doing is, and again, I want you to hear me well, this is not placing blame. This is educating. This is creating critical thinking. When you say statements like that, when you say statements like all men are trash, right? So I hear that a lot from younger women, and I hear from, millennial women and some Gen X women, I don't need no man, I can take care of myself, or blah, 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 right? When you say statements like that, let me tell you the energy that you're putting out into the universe. Let me tell you, energetically what that is doing. So you can be aware that words have power, words have energy, and you can stop saying that. You are basically setting men up to okay, they don't need us, they don't want us, they hate us, right? And this is the thing that you're not thinking about. So you're not thinking about, and this is my problem with people, period, is because they're so selfish and they're only thinking about themselves, they're not thinking about what they're doing or saying and how it's affecting others. Because that's par for the course today. Most people are selfish. They don't care about what they're doing and saying and how it's affecting others. Number one, children. I just spoke on that. And number two, other women in this case. So if I, as a woman, walk around talking about how men are trash, don't nobody need no man, I am not only affecting myself, because remember this always, the way our world is designed, the way God designed our world and our universe is that everyone is an extension of everyone. Everyone affects everyone. It's called collective consciousness. So you think you can go out here and badmouth men? You think you can go out here and say these statements? And number one, it's going to come back to you. And number two, it's going to affect everyone. That's what you need to understand. You saying those statements affects everyone. Everyone is now hurt or damaged by those statements. So you hurt men, you hurt other women. And I've already talked to y'all. Oh, this is the balloons because of my hand movement. Sorry about that. I've already talked to you all about this idea that feminism is so good for women, right? It really isn't. Because if you're out here saying all men are trash, I don't need no man, you are actually hurting women because you're sending energy out there that now lowers the vibration. So men are now like, oh, okay, you don't need men anymore. All men are trash. And guess what's happened? They've shown you how trash they can be. They're actually showing you that, right? Let me show you what trash really looks like. Okay? Because that's what you said. You said all men are trash. I'm actually going to show you what that looks like. I'm actually going to show you what it looks like when a man isn't chivalrous. I'm going to show you what it looks like when a man doesn't work, when a man lives at home, when a man plays video games all day, when a man will not be in a relationship with you. He will have sex with you. He will have sex with you, and very casual sex, not even regular sex. That's what blows my mind about y'all and the casual sex. I don't even know how y'all can find that, fulfilling, like even on a sexual level. How do you find sex with a man twice a month fulfilling? Like, make that make sense to me, right? If you got all these sexual needs, okay, this guy is coming by once or twice a month. Can I just be completely transparent? Anita needs to have sex 3 times a week, maybe more. So a man entering into a friends with benefits or a situationship ain't gonna cut it. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. That man cannot sexually satisfy me. Yeah, I think my phone is going off. My other phone. I'll get back to that. But yeah, honestly, that's why I don't participate. I don't participate in the hookup culture or the friends with benefits or the one night stand or the situationship because it's not sexually fulfilling. I am bored. I am frustrated. So I don't get it. I don't know how y'all find it so enjoyable. It really is not. It really is not. But back to my conversation. So yeah, you are basically leading with this energy of, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. Men are trash. And guess what? That's what's going to show up. That's what is shown up. There's no chivalry. There's no, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in love. I want to get married. Oh no, because you all said men are trash. You don't need men. You don't need men. See? And so even if that's something you don't want to do, that's what all the men are doing. And now my poor sister to the left and the right of me who wants to get married, who wants to have children, she doesn't have that option. Because I cannot be selfless enough to think of other people to say, because I'm going to be honest with you, Anita can't have no kids. Anita's done having kids. Anita cannot physically have any more children. But I want my sister to the right and the left of me to have children. I want my sister to the right and the left of me to experience marriage. I want her to have a good man. I want all of my sisters that want to be married and have a family, I want them to have that. Okay, so that's what's in me. That's the selflessness that's within me. So I don't go around saying that because I need a man. Okay, I need a man, number one. And number two, all men are not trash. So I'm not going to say that for myself. And I'm also not going to say that for all of my sisters. That is what being a girl's girl is. That is what I'd like to see from women more. Because all of y'all that claim to be feminists and you claim to, this feminist stance, you are saying and doing things that are hurting women. Like, make it make sense. Hookup culture. Oh, I should be free to sleep with a man. I should be free to dress however I want. I should be free to go out naked, and no man should sexually assault me, and no man should try to hurt me. You are actually selling that to women, and that hurts women. Like, make it make sense. I would never in a million years tell a woman to go out half naked to a bar or a club or out late at night. Never. Because that is me protecting women. And you know what's funny? A lot of these same women, that man better not touch me. He better not do anything to me. And that's up to him to control himself and control his desires. And he better not put anything in my drink, or he better not try to rape me. Okay, but what happens when he does? That's how flawed your stupid feminist thinking is.